What is up, you guys? Matt from ourprocess, and guys, today I want to talk to you guys about an experience that I actually had with one of my clients almost a week ago. The main message for today is just to be just to be real with your clients. Just being completely real with your clients throughout your whole journey with them. I want to talk to you guys about how this kind of applied to my life and how it's applied to working with my clients as well. So first, guys, about a week ago, right, I was really having trouble getting sponsors for my client because, as you guys probably know, the job that I had the job that I have from the free client that I'm working with right now, and to get him sponsors for his brand, and so he can get free products, and so he can get some sponsorship money from that as well. And that was our job, was to help him get sponsors. And we've gotten him one sponsor already, and I've talked about that in an earlier video. And we've gotten him one sponsor. We've emailed like more than 100 businesses, and we had a really good pitch and everything. Everything's really good. It's just it's really hard to get these businesses to respond to our emails if they don't think that our client is good enough, or that our client will help them enough or add value enough. So like I said, guys, it was getting hard. And I didn't want to keep saying we're going to keep getting you sponsored and stuff like that. I really wanted to be real with my with the free client that I'm working with, because I wanted this to be a relationship where I'm not just faking it from the back end and being like, oh yeah, we're doing great, I'm doing all this for you, we're hustling every single day. I wanted to be real with him and be like, hey, we're kind of struggling with this. Is there any other alternatives that we can, do to still help you with your brand and stuff like that? So I texted him and I was like, hey, my man, do you think we can talk? And our client was like, yeah, man. He immediately picked up the phone and called us. And I was like, okay, great. I didn't bring it up automatically, but I was like, hey, how was that new album you guys just dropped? How was your trip to New York? All these things that he was doing, and I was just, building up the conversation and whatnot, and just seeing how he was doing, because like I said, this is a connection where I'm not just his client, I'm really his friend. So I asked him, how his week was, and what he was up to and stuff like that, and we just had a nice conversation about that. And then he was like, yeah, man, so well, what did you want to talk about? So what I said to my client was I said to him, I was like, my man, it is really getting hard to find new businesses that would want to sponsor you and stuff like that. It's fine. It's we've kind of ran out of businesses since we've literally emailed more than 100 audio businesses and music businesses that could possibly sponsor you, and it's just really getting hard to get responses and follow back with them and stuff like that. And he was like, it's funny, and this is what he said back to me in response. He was like, it's funny, my man, I always knew, I knew in the back of my head that there was going to be a limit to the amount of sponsors that you guys could probably get me, or a limit to the amount of businesses that you guys could reach out to. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I really do, want to, obviously I want to keep adding value to you and your brand. Is there any other ways that, we can help you, get these sponsors, or help you get maybe another thing that's, like a sponsorship or whatever? Recently, he actually just got off a press run and stuff. He got a ton of credibility from that. He got a lot more followers on social media. I think Double XL, I don't know if you guys have heard of him, Double XL interviewed him a couple days, interviewed him while he was on his press run. All these big rapper producer communities interviewed him and whatnot. And he was like, I was just on a bunch of these. I think a lot of this will help me build my credibility and whatnot. So I was like, okay, definitely, we can add that into our pitch to these businesses, and hopefully we'll get a lot more responses, since now you have a lot more credibility, because now you have these huge rapper producer communities behind your name that you've been on interviews with, and that you've taken pictures with and posted on Instagram with. So hopefully we can move forward with that. And I was like, yeah, I mean, we can definitely try that out and whatnot. We were just brainstorming different ideas to help him get another source of income, whether that was, a sponsorship, or speaking at these music schools, or, whatever it is, guys. We were just trying to brainstorm ideas. During this conversation, I really showed an interest, just an all-out passion for really wanting to help him out. I was, trying to think of new ideas, and just trying to figure out, how to use his brand, to help him get that extra source of income, or help him get new sponsors, or help him get these speaking events or whatever, help him get more people to his mentorship program, whatever it is, guys. I was really showing a passion for him, and the conversation just started shifting away from the sponsorship and stuff like that, and it just started shifting towards something that I've never really had a conversation with him about. And now it's just like life in general, just success in general, the hustler's mindset. It's just like it just shifted a whole new level to we started talking about my brand to him and like our process, and then he started talking about his brand, and like I don't know, we just went back and forth. We would talk about our ideas on social media and people who are fake entrepreneurs and we know will not make it in life or whatever. Start having these really intellectual conversation, just going back and forth about our ideas on just hustle and life and success and just all of that. And it was an absolutely amazing conversation. And like I said, guys, I've never had this type of conversation with him, and I really like through this conversation I really exposed like my mindset about all this, like about hustling and just my life and about moving forward through life and just and becoming successful and stuff like that. And by exposing that to him, he really saw a side that he has seen throughout this whole like journey that we've had together. But he saw it just full front and like right in front of him. It was funny, he actually mentioned this, like he saw that I was actually a lot like him. It's like what he said to me. He was like, your hustle, your mindset, and your want for success is very similar to my mindset and stuff. And he was like, I really see so much potential in what you guys are doing with your business and stuff. Hearing him say that, someone who's such a well-acclaimed producer who's made beats for some insanely big rappers and stuff, like hearing him say that and hearing someone who's so successful in their life say that really made me just so motivated to want to keep helping him out, and so motivated to just keep moving forward throughout my own life. Because just from hearing that, like I have a similar mindset. Like I was gifted with a similar mindset, a similar hustle, similar ideas about success. As someone who's as successful as where I want to be, like it's absolutely amazing. And I was so grateful that he gave me this opportunity to be able to work with him. The conversation just went on, and it got to the point where we had just shared so many similar mindset things that he wanted to give back. And it was actually interesting, he said something that I feel like this is like the main goal that I had for working with him and stuff. He said to me, he was like, Matt, like you have been working so hard for me. I know how much you're gonna hustle for me and my brand, and I love your mindset, and I know you're gonna do absolutely amazing things in your life no matter what path you choose. And he was like, Matt, like I really wanna give back and add value to you. And just let me know if you need any connections or you need any in my network. I will be glad to give them your number or give you their number and help you possibly get some connections through my connections and stuff. So he basically said, like, he was basically giving me his network and saying, like, if you ever need more connections or you ever need more clients, you could definitely ask me, and I'd love to help you out and help you get exposed to my connections. And like I said, like my client, like the client that I'm working for right now for free, like he is a very well acclaimed producer who's connected with so many different rappers. Hearing that literally made everything worth it. It literally just made everything feel like all this hard work that we've been putting in for my client, like all this hard work that we put in, like through every single email to the sponsor, the 118 emails that we sent to all these different sponsors and contacted them, and was constantly on phone calls with these different sponsors, with potential sponsors, and just with that whole process of getting his client and stuff like that, with selling him, and like this whole process of dealing with it and going through this journey with this client. Like it just felt like everything was worth it, because like I said, like we were doing this for free for him. Like we're not getting a single cent out of this, with the hope that one day he'll help us out and he'll give us like some of his connections. Like this was the day, and I really felt like everything was worth it. And I really feel like this all started because I was real with my client. He saw through the realness. He saw through my genuine desire, my genuine passion to want to add value to him. He saw through that. I had no expectations of dealing with him. I had no expectations of wanting to, of getting anything back from him. And he saw how real I was and how raw my passion to help him out was. And he exposed a side of him that I've never seen before. And I exposed a side of me that he's never seen in me before. And because I feel like I was so real with him, and I was so genuine with him, through one, just my mindset and being so real with actually wanting to help him out, and two, being real with him when I said that we are having trouble finding sponsors and stuff. Like I said, guys, in an earlier video, don't treat your clients like they're clients. Treat them as if they're your friends, because when they're your friends, they're more likely to help you out. They want to give back to you because of how much you've given back to them, and because you're not just a person that I'm not just a person I'm doing social media marketing for. I don't want to just be my client's social media marketer. I want to be their friend. I want to always be there for them, because I know that if I'm always there for them and I'm always trying to add value to them, they're going to try and add value back, and they're going to try to help me out throughout my journey, because I'm not just some random guy on social media. I'm an actual friend to them. So guys, just understand that by being real, you allow your client to see who you truly are, and they can see that. They can see your realness. They can see how real you truly are, and they can see how genuine your passion is to actually want to help them. And they'll be more inclined to want to help you back out. And really need to see, guys, no matter if this is a client, a customer, a friend, a business partner, a family member, no matter who it is, guys, if you truly want to have a true and real connection with them, then you have to be real with them. Stop trying to make a front and try to make yourself better than who you really are. If you be real with them and be real with your strengths and be real with your weaknesses, and come out and just be genuine with your passion, and be genuine with what you truly want and what you are truly wanting to give back. If you are truly real with with that one person that you want to have a connection with, the connection that you have with them will be 100 times better if you understand that by being real with that one person, that they will be more likely to want to be real with you. And then once both parties of a relationship are real with each other, that's when you've created not just a relationship, but that relationship is a friendship. So guys, my biggest tip for you in this video is, no matter who that person in your life is, if you really want to have a connection with him, you have to be real with them. So yeah, guys, that's a lesson from this video, and I hope you guys got some value out of this. So I hope each and every single one of you have an amazing day. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed this series of my road to social media marketing success, definitely subscribe and like and comment what you think about the video and this whole series as a whole. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I love you guys, and keep just loving the process. I'll see you guys later. Bye.